What is up, coordinators and naturals? I am just a simple Newtype, and in this episode we're returning to Mobile Suit Gundam Astray, Princess in the Sky. Last time we saw Mina's declaration of the sky. She talked to a recording of Matthias and realized that she needs an heir, and she narrowed it down to two people, Kazahana and Lath Winslet. She was saved by Mina after being in jail during all of Astray, which is the only way you could introduce a new character this late in the game. This time Kazahana and Lath learn about Mina's intention. They meet with Elsa and Dante for the first test, and the team meets a new politician along with a new Astray unit. So let's get into this. Mina saves Lath. They return to Ami-no-Mi Hashira, where Mina says that her rescue was a part of her brother's wishes. She knows everything about Gina, so in the event that one ever dies, their wishes will always be fulfilled. This is how Lath finds out of Gina's death. She wants to adopt her as the Princess of the Sky, but they must wait for the other candidate, Kazahana Azure of Serpentale. A cruise ship is taken over by terrorists. They surround the ship with a Zaku warrior, Noctiluca. The ZGMF-1000 AAL Noctiluca Zaku warrior is a Zaku warrior with the Noctiluca wizard pack. It also has an extra head sensor and skid plates to skid across the water. It can function underwater, but it can't deep dive like amphibious mobile suits. Weapons include a hand grenade, a homing torpedo, anti-sub depth charges, a beam assault rifle, and optional large torpedoes in each hand. Inside the ship, one terrorist is trying to threaten everyone. He is kicked from behind by Kazahana. She calls him dumb because if he kills a hostage, they lose any leeway they have. In the back by the bar, a man watches this all go down. He knows that Kazahana isn't a passenger. She gets everyone calm and lets them know that Serpentale is here to save the day. The terrorist says, "Great lie." Kazahana says, "Oh, that's no lie." And then Loretta comes in with a spinning roundhouse kick. Now that the situation is under control, Guy and Elijah move in. Guy is piloting the Blue Frame's second revise with the scale system. This is an updated version of the original scale system with new tech. It has tiny scales and functions as a shield against phonon masers. Additional sensors have also been added. This evolved from Zaft tech. He handles all of the Zakus, but Reed tells him that one more remains underwater. It looks like a goon. The fact that goon has a whole different meaning in 2026 makes this hilarious. Guy takes out the goon. The man thanks Kazahana for saving them. He seemed to have figured out their entire plan. Loretta tells her daughter that that is Fairness Swiggle. Fairness? With a name like that, he must be an innovate. He was the target of the hijackers and the one who hired Serpentale. He seems to plan ahead and is very understanding of his surroundings. People call him the People's Monarch. Lath is tired of waiting for Kazahana and wants to know what this is all about. Mina tells Lath that her declaration of the sky is summed up in this panel. Lath doesn't think that she wants to bear the burden of upholding these ideals and thinks she should focus on what happened to her father's company. Mina helps put her mind at ease and tells her that if her heirs' wishes are not to follow the declaration and to do their own thing, then that is alright as well. This calms down Lath and she gets rest for the night. Mina wonders if she could be a parent. A mommy, if you will. The rehome is taking Lath and Kazahana to Ami-no-Mi Hashira. Lath joins them. She wonders what Mina wants with the two. Lath says she doesn't know. She is lying to Kazahana. She lets them know that her father was a WWK representative. Lo says that he liked their stuff until the Federation took over. They then get a distress signal and need to make a detour. They find the Hyokumaru, which is a rehome second class. There's no data on this upgraded rehome, but remember the ship is a modified Cornelius class ship. They meet Kobayashi Maru Juzo. Wasn't Kobayashi Maru already used in Gundam? Think it might be UC though. They came to check out a giant piece of debris when Zaft mobile suits threatened them. They scanned the debris to find that it has a meteor breaker. These are the drills used during the Break the World incident in Destiny. It looks like Zaft is trying to prevent the Junk Guild from getting their hands on this tech. Usually no one cares of the junk that the Junk Guild takes, and there is in fact a law that makes it free reign. So they are trying to cover up something. They contact Liam, who negotiates with Zaft. They have 30 minutes to get the World Breaker back before Zaft attacks again. Lo thinks that is plenty of time. Kisato suggests the Power Red with the 150 Gerbera, but that will most likely activate the Meteor Breaker. He has to whip out the Red Frame Kai. Like the Gold Frame, this too has a Mageno Ikitachi as a part of its new tactical arms, which can drain power. But 8 tells them that they can't drain power from the outside. They don't know what their plan of attack is. But Lo is confident, being the luckiest man in the cosmic era. Lath tells Lo that she could help as she was once a test pilot. That gives Lo an idea. Lath pilots the Red Frame while Lo is being held in the hand. She gets in really close and finds an entrance on foot. A mobile suit can't fit, but a human can. Yeah, but how does Lo take it apart? Why, with the power of cutting away and not explaining it. They are amazed by her skills. Lo goes to fix the red frame and the two help out. The professor thinks that the meteor breaker was intentionally left there, as though someone was testing them. Meanwhile on Earth, Fairness Zweigel seems to be talking to Mina. It seems that he is working with Mina and monitoring the two candidates. Mina in the gold frame is fighting against Guy in the blue frame. He is testing out the dragoons that she fixed up. Even though the incident with Dante is over, he still keeps the dragoon system a secret. While testing, Mina is explaining to Guy how her heir doesn't have to follow the declaration. It's a personal choice and can't be forced. If you want lineage, one can only inspire with action. The girls have yet to reply to her offer. Mina feels that Guy is the only person she could talk to. She also wants to ravage his body. Mina sends the two on their first challenge. They head to Earth where they attend a wedding. Kazahana hates dresses. Lath tells her about how she really wants to take back her father's company, and perhaps being the princess in the sky will give her the connections needed to take it back. For Kazahana, she just loves the idea of having a secret base in space. Both aren't ready for a new mother, however. They attend a wedding and are confused why they are there. Suddenly, G-men come in and shoot the bride and groom. They are saved by Dante and Elsa. The combat coordinators are fast enough to block bullets with their swords. Elsa was the bride. The two slaughter the G-men. Lath and Kazahana are so confused. The assassins then run outside to find 105 daggers. The two still had the playful banter they had back in Astray Destiny B. Dante gets into his Astray Noir, and Elsa in her new Impulse Gundam Blanche. This is a Destiny Impulse R painted white. The only difference is that Elsa fine-tuned her unit to her needs, which increased output and maneuverability by 20%. It is white to contrast Dante's black Astray. And yes, it is P Bandai. They take out the 105 daggers before Lath and Kazahana come running up to them. Elsa really wants to take off her clothes. It's a whole thing. Go check out Destiny Astray B. Hypersensitive coordinator skin is justification for lowly tits? Oh, I guess it's not a whole thing. Tits is the answer. Kazahana says, what the hell is going on? This was a test of their resolve, kind of, for whichever one of them becomes the Princess of the Sky. They should unfortunately expect incidents like this massacre back there. Lath is starting to realize this reality and wonders if she is cut out for this. Kazahana is totally cool with death though. Lath wonders the two assassins' relationship. Their moves are of those who deeply know one another. Elsa says, I bet you could say we are family, but not in the Onagai twins kind of way. One's my sister and one's my lover. But which one is which? Jesus Christ. I own the DVDs. Listening to Elsa and Dante, Lath decides to accept Mina's offer. Docking at Amino Mihashira is the Acidalium II, known as Venus. This is an interplanetary ship used by the Martians and Delta Astray. It's the cosmic era Jupiterus, essentially, but it has a detachable bit. Here we see Fairness Zweigel using the ship. Kazahana recognizes him as the guy from the cruise ship. He seemed to have known Lath's dad as well. Fairness wants to help Lath gain control of WWK once again. Lo also joins them. Fairness licensed Lo's tech through the Junk Guild, but usually the professor handles that part of the business, so he wonders why he is here. Fairness went through the patents on the Astray and noticed that Lo owned most of the patents. He already licensed them, but he wanted to go straight to the source of knowledge as well. Fairness shows them the new mobile suit that he is working on. It is an Astray at the core, but with a complete overhaul. Lo can instantly tell that this uses phase shift armor and voiture lumiere. Suddenly, the alarms go off in the hangar. A Socius clone says that mobile suits are approaching, and they scramble defenses. But Fairness says to cancel that. Ultimately, Fairness is a politician and believes in the political process. He doesn't believe in the idealism of the Declaration of the Sky. Because he doesn't believe in her doctrine, he will protect himself. He will go out in his new Lord Astray to defend himself. Nope, that's wrong. It should be Lord Astray, because the unit lords over people. The MHF-01 Lord Astray is built off of the Astray units and built from the ground up by Fairness Zweigel and manufactured by Orb. Fairness created the operating system himself, which utilizes the smaller weight to its advantage. This has phase shift armor, though it isn't functioning currently. Weapons include the MA-M92 sword taken from a Gen High Maneuver Type 2, and a beam handgun. However, currently the unit doesn't have the beam handgun. The Lord Astray gets behind a Gen and forces it to shoot its own wingman. Everyone is watching. Kazahana is amazed and thought that only Guy could do something like that. Fairness then takes out his blade and destroys the remaining unit. Lath says that it fought so well that the mobile suit moved her. What? Calm down. Fairness tells the gang that this mobile suit is called Lord Astray. Lath seems to be very easily inspired. And that will do it for this episode. It's nice that the Cosmic Era is finally moving forward in the Astrayverse. We've been stuck in CE73 for so long. It's great to have Dante and Elsa as a part of the team. Their characters feel like they will play a lot better now that they aren't the focal point of the story. It seems that Lath and Kazahana aren't going to be the main focus, and fairness is going to play a bigger role moving forward. Next time, Evidence 1 is being transferred from ZAF to DSSD, and Lath and Kazahana join Fairness on an adventure. Lo helps out with the 150 Gerbera Strait. Fairness skirmishes with Kate Madigan, and the 150 is destroyed. But that will do it for now, coordinators. Remember, go watch Onagai Twins. It's a weird one. Peace.